Joining me is Jeyas Balaskanthan from the Uptown Waterloo BIA. Welcome. Welcome, Jeyas.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you for having me.
So you're here to talk about the Uptown Uptown Night Markets that's happening in Waterloo. So what goes on at these night markets?
Yeah, so the night markets, Andy, it's organized by the Uptown Waterloo BIA. It's a community market, and we organize it in the summertime in July and August. It's every Thursday evening from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's at the Waterloo Public Library, and this year we are going in the covered area. So we bring in vendors, and the whole purpose it is on a Thursday night to bring people to Uptown. To enjoy Uptown. We have retail, we have restaurants, and the night market just adds to it, and it's with a lot of local vendors who come in throughout the night market time. So
this is a new location for you?
Yeah.
Where was it before?
So it was in the upper part of the library for the past 4 years. This is the 4th year of the market, and we had to cancel half of the markets because of rain. So our organizer, the outreach and events manager, Dawn Gilders, she does a phenomenal job, and so we have to make a call at 10, 11 in the morning if it's going to rain or not, and a lot of the times it doesn't rain, yet we would have canceled the market by the morning. So we worked with City of Waterloo, who were great. The staff helped us out, and Waterloo Public Library, the leadership team there, to move it to the covered parking so we don't have to cancel. Because when you cancel, some of the vendors who are getting ready with artisan products in the morning, then they don't have a place to sell in the evening.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. That makes a lot of sense, because a lot of preparation goes into both from the BIA and then for the vendors as well, and then for all the people who are really into night markets. You know, we kind of minimize the disappointment, right? So you got the weather part out of the way. So you're hoping for more patrons this year. So what do you think the attendance will be like?
In the 6 markets that happened last year, the average was almost 2,000 people. So when you look at it in between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. within the 3 hours, almost above more than 2,000 people are coming into town, coming into the night market, which is great, great for the night market, and it's also great for our restaurants and retail shops and other businesses in Uptown as well.
Right, so you do see that trickle effect, because, well, I mean, Uptown Waterloo is pretty compact, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're at the library, that's Albert coming, right, the library sort of got Albert on the one side, and then right one more over is going to be King Street, right? The main strip.
Yeah, which is great. Accessibility, obviously, the location we chose, Andy, is accessible with public transit, which is great. So people know how to come in their cars, and even if you're driving, there's a ton of parking available. So we encourage everybody to come on up to enjoy. There's a lot of activities that happen on Thursday night. We get salsa in the square, we get the night market, and obviously now with the summer starting, there are a ton of patios that are open. So the purpose is to continue to encourage people to come on Uptown and enjoy the different restaurants, retail, be part of, go learn how to dance salsa, come to the night market to shop around, because we have over 40 vendors on a regular basis, and these are a lot of local people who are trying to sell their products, clothing, fashion, personal care products, food. So yeah.
So why Thursday night as opposed to the weekend?
Let's kick off the weekend on a Thursday night. That's the whole purpose, that it's on a Thursday night, right? So weekend, a lot of folks are getting out of town. So Thursday night, it gives the purpose for folks to come uptown. With having salsa being part of it, having the night market being part of it, you could come on up to enjoy after dinner. You could stroll down and start your weekends on a Thursday night.
Well, you know what? Waterloo Park is right there, right across the way, and the boardwalk is all fixed up. It's beautiful now, isn't it?
And city has put a lot of money into that, and it's phenomenal. That adds to it. So as I said, stroll down. You could stroll down to Waterloo Park afterwards.
There's a beach at Waterloo Park. I was checking it out.
It's great space for gatherings, right?
Yeah, so, perfect. Sort of a perfect summertime activity. You can do it all. So what is the timing like? So we have the day. How late does the market go?
So it goes from 7 p.m. till 10 p.m. every Thursday. So the 4 Thursdays in July, and then the 5 Thursdays in August. So we got 9 markets happening this summer. So we want folks to come up and every Thursday come check it out, because our vendors are also unique. It's not the same vendors that come up every Thursday. And we use the method of paid forward for vendor charges. Instead of charging the vendors, we request the vendors paid forward $50 to one of the charitable organizations in the region. So some of the ones that we have listed on our website are the Food Bank of Waterloo Region, Spectrum Waterloo, Women's Crisis Services of Waterloo Region, Food for Kids Waterloo Region, and the Humane Society. So those are 5 of the main organizations we encourage the vendors to pay it forward to, and $50 is, compared to other market and the vendor fees, it's very decent. And we are also asking them to pay it forward for a good cause as well.
It will help. It will help all. It'll make the waves, the ripples into the rest of the community.
Yeah.
So the vendors, are they only BIA members, or is it a mixture? Do you keep it more open?
It is absolutely open, Andy.
Okay.
And we got a lot of vendors, artisan vendors coming from the region, Kitchener-Waterloo, Cambridge area. There are vendors who come from out of region as well, right? So it's the community, night market community is a great community. There are a lot of vendors who go to other markets as well, plus the diversity. There's a lot of variety there, so which is great.
There's artisans, you said, food as well. Yeah, are you getting any food trucks in?
Not food trucks, because
trucks.
we want to encourage people to go to our restaurants. But non-perishable food items that people are trying to sell, and fashion, clothing, antique items. So there's cards, books. There's a variety.
Nice. There's a lady that comes in from Toronto. She sells Trinidadian sweetbread.
Okay.
And it seems like every market I go to, I just see her and I'm like, okay, here's your $10. Like, here's so I kind of have my favorites. I have my favorite vendors.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll be at one of the markets this year.
Maybe my sweetbread lady, if you're out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm really looking for. I'm gonna absolutely check it out this summer. There's so many opportunities, and just if people want to know more about what's coming up, how can they find out more about you?
Places like this. Thank you for having us on.
Of course.
And also in our website, go to the Uptown Waterloo website, and our socials, Instagram is at Uptown Waterloo BIA, and Facebook is also at Uptown Waterloo BIA, and you can find all the information on there on a regular basis.
Right. Now, you were, we had a piece on you actually a couple of weeks ago. So you're the executive, we didn't actually announce your actual title for the piece, but you're a great promoter of the BIE. I love your spirit. So how has it been? Because you took over as executive director a couple of months ago.
It's just been a few months. I haven't had my 1-year mark yet. It's been great. My board of directors have been great in supporting me. Our members have been great, and folks from the city and the region have been great in helping us. So we are making good progress, and the whole goal for us to make Uptown vibrant on a regular basis. And have people come up all the time, right? And we are lucky, Uptown Waterloo, we are closer to the University of Waterloo, Wilfrid Laurier University. A lot of students live within the 5-kilometer radius there. So we want them to come up not only just for the hospitality, for the services, retail, and come enjoy Uptown.
Yeah, so it's for students, it's for families, it's the whole demographic.
Yes.
And just like one off the cuff question for you, what are you looking forward to most for these night markets? What's the first thing you're going to hit when you go to the night market?
When I go into the night markets, it's just the diversity of the vendors, right? Who are the new vendors who were not here last year that I want to check out?
All right.
It could be card collectibles, or it could be books, and
All right. So you're going to stand there and you're going to take it all in.
Absolutely.
I'm going to do the same.
Absolutely.
It was a pleasure having you here.
Thank you for having me, and we appreciate Rogers and the work you folks do.
Anytime.